So my last video was basically a role play on how to, I want to say to your MAGA relatives, your MAGA loved ones, when the conversation comes up, and it certainly will come up. I did get a lot of feedback from that, and some of the feedback that I got were folks who were saying, well, maybe we should just cut the MAGA folks out of our lives completely and F them. I'm going to advocate against that position, and here's why. MAGA is already characterized by what sociologists refer to as group closure. In other words, it's not just so much a matter of being special because you are a member of this particular group, MAGA, but also people in the out group, the folks that are opposed to what the values of your particular group are not just people with different beliefs and opinions and thoughts. They're bad. They are dangerous. They are deceitful. They are unpatriotic, right? So that we're heaping all of that stuff on there. And if you are to just kind of push the MAGA folks in your life away, then what are you doing? What you're doing is you are simply pushing them closer and closer and deeper into the embrace of this closed group mentality that they are already exposed to as a part of this MAGA group. And really, when you take a look at what is motivating a lot of the MAGA emotion, the MAGA movement, it's fear. Fear of the future. Fear of others. Fear of those people. And of course, fear translates into hate. And the only way to mitigate that is through exposure to other groups. So just kicking the MAGA people out of your life is just simply making a bad situation worse. If they can't find some kind of validation with you, they will find it with MAGA. And if that happens, then what happens is they're not getting any alternative information. They are going to be further enclosed in this MAGA cocoon. They're not going to get any further understanding of what participation in that movement actually means, what the consequences are for people they love, people that they care about. They have to be able to see that. They have to be able to experience that. And social science research is pretty clear on this, that when you are exposed to groups that are more empathetic, more open, then you have a tendency to become more empathetic and more open. Whereas if you're exposed to groups and you're participating in groups that are closed and xenophobic, then you're more likely to become closed and xenophobic. You reflect the groups in which you are participating. So just for the sake of getting exposure to an alternative way of being and alternative groups to participate in, we need to, if not welcome our MAGA friends and family members. I'm not a big fan of just keeping your mouth shut and letting it be, but at least allowing them an opportunity to interact with folks who are not MAGA and who are openly. I mean, let's be clear about this. It doesn't do any good if you're just letting your MAGA friends come in and spew MAGA nonsense without confronting them with the consequences of that nonsense. So you have to be open. You have to be willing to make them uncomfortable. You have to be willing to make the other people in this group uncomfortable, at least in the short term, to get these messages across. This is no guarantee that your MAGA relatives will abandon MAGA because they've come into the warm embrace of your particular identity, but it might, and better is better.